Hi, I'm David Instone Brewer, one of the founders of STEPBible here in Cambridge, UK. STEPBible joined the DBL near its beginning when Scott Bollinger encouraged Tyndale House to share its expertise with the world. STEPBible was the result and is now grown into an independent registered UK charity. And volunteers are currently building new Hebrew and Greek lexicons in languages like Spanish and Hindi and Kuma. And Sami, an Arab Christian from Egypt, recently used our tools to create the first interlinear Arabic Bible. We host nearly 500 Bibles in nearly 300 languages, but we long to add more. In the meantime, one of our programmers, Patrick, who's originally from China, has come up with a way to add some of the STEPBible features to Bibles that we don't yet host. Before we hear how this can now provide STEPBible tools to every DBL Bible, let's hear from Françoise in France about how she uses the STEPBible in her ministry.
My name is Isabelle Alves. I am a pastor of the French United Protestant Church, but I don't serve in the parish. Now I work for an online service called Notes bibliques et prédications, biblical notes and sermons. And thus, I serve all of our parishes. The crux of the matter is that we have many churches without a pastor. So my question is always, how can I help? How can I preach grace by providing free services to those churches? How can I empower people who didn't spend long years studying theology, so that they will feel they can lead a service and preach a sermon on Sunday for their community? One way is to give them sermons to tell. A better way is to provide them with information about the Bible, biblical notes, so they can write their own sermon.
My name is Françoise Mézy. I'm a parish pastor in the same church. I came to work with Isabel, contributing once a month to the weekly service she provides online on the website of our church. That's how I discovered the Bible to help me with the Hebrew and Greek grammar and vocabulary. The STEPBible support helped me save a lot of time in the study of the biblical sources. And the study of these sources is really the opportunity to understand the text anew, especially the texts which are difficult to understand as good news. An example in Luke 3:7. You brood of vipers. Some French translations omit brood. You vipers. But brood translates genema, which means offspring, child. So what John the Baptist is saying is, you children of vipers, you were born from vipers. But one doesn't choose to be the child of a viper. John is stating a fact. He's not assaulting the people, just making them realize that as children of vipers, they have been intoxicated by a perverted world in a self-replicating institution. Going back to the Hebrew and Greek sources can help uncover such misunderstandings. It's a bit like good panning. You find text nuggets, sometimes hidden under centuries of tradition and darkness.
So we decided that it would be good to share the STEPBible tools. They allow access to the Bible in Greek and in Hebrew, to discover the riches of the text, and thanks to the interlinear display option, even if you don't know the first word of Greek and Hebrew. We initiated video conferences that we call Gold Panning the Word, which are becoming quite popular. And we would appreciate adding new Bibles to the current STEPBible resources. So we thank you very much in advance for the help you may provide us.
Hello, I'm Patrick Tang. I'm one of the STEPBible volunteers who maintain the STEPBible software. The STEPBible website has many Bible translations, but it does not have all the Bible translations that I need. For example, when I use the New Living Translation or some less common Chinese Bible, I would often go to Bible.com. However, at Bible.com, I will not have the STEPBible lexicon information. In February this year, I came up with the idea to program a Google Chrome extension to get the STEPBible lexicon for other websites. With this extension, the user would mouse over a verse number, and then a pop-up window will be shown to show the lexicon information. The pop-up window has 3 columns. The first column has the word within that verse. When the user mouse over a word in the first column of the pop-up window, another pop-up window at the bottom is shown with the lexicon information of that word selected by the user. The second column in the pop-up window shows the number occurrence of that word in that book, in this case in Genesis. The third column is showing the number of occurrence in the entire Old Testament. When the user mouse over the number occurrence, the bottom pop-up window will show all the verses with that word in the entire Old Testament. The user can also use the up and down arrow keys to scroll through the different verses with the same word. If the user wants to see more information, they can click on the word, and then a new page will be opened to STEPBible showing that same word in different translations of the Bible. The pop-up window will show a maximum of 60 verses. If the user wants to see all the verses of that word in the Old Testament, the user can click on that field, and then a new web page will be opened to STEPBible showing all occurrence of that word in the entire Old Testament. This function also works for Bible translated in different languages. In addition to uversionbible.com, this Chrome extension also works for biblica.com. It also works for bibles.org and ebibles.org and also biblegateway.com. You can find this Chrome extension by searching for Chrome extension Bible Vocab Dictionary. The first link that should be shown is the Chrome Web Store with this extension. You can click to add to Chrome, add it as an extension, then this function is available to you.
Hi, I'm Darcy McKinnon, one of the volunteers for STEPBible. We keep STEPBible absolutely free so that the disadvantaged users around the world have access to the same expertise as the well-funded scholar. Large commercial Bible publishers such as Biblica, Crossway, and Lockman have been extremely generous and made their Bibles freely available. Our interface is in 50 languages, and we host Bibles in hundreds of languages, with plans to generate tools in each. Although we have costs, they're not very high, and a small number of donors help out. All of our work is done by volunteers, and the projects are freely available to others by very open licenses. Our Constitution will make sure that STEPBible remains free to everyone.
Hi, I'm Mark Cannon, one of the volunteers at STEPBible. We get lots of feedback thanking us for STEPBible. Human nature means that we get more of these on the rare occasions when a connection breaks down and suddenly a class in Africa can't function, or a lone scholar in Asia feels isolated again, or a pastor in Eastern Europe can't prepare for Sunday. We also get requests for specific Bibles. The Chrome extension will help because sites like YouVersion usually have that Bible. But a Bible can gain many more study tools on STEPBible, so ideally, we'd like to host each version. The most time-consuming task is getting permissions from publishers, and that's why the DBL can be such a boon to this project. So contact us through DBL, and your Bible can become a study Bible for everyone.